Guys, welcome to day 2 of me uploading these videos to YouTube. Let's go ahead and get started. This is a channel for people who are waking up every day trying to be the best versions of themselves that they can be. The people who take the time to study, things like Abraham Hicks and the law of attraction and the authentic self, and so on and so forth. The people who don't want to spend their entire lives repeating the same lessons over and over and over. So if you hold love and compassion and light in your heart and have been through some things, you're probably going to resonate with my channel. You're probably part of my Vibe Tribe. That's why I call it Vibe Tribe Tarot. So I went ahead and I pulled the cards, and I will pull them on camera once I start getting more comfortable with this, but I don't need nerves messing with my channeling. So right now, the funny thing is I gave 4 readings yesterday, and 2 of the cards in this spread came up every single time. And actually, I think one of them came up in one of the readings I put on my page yesterday. But I don't know. We'll find out. I'll go back and look afterwards. So the first card that came up. Oh, by the way. So I'm reading this as love. So I mean that makes sense, because isn't love the most important thing? Like wealth and health and all that is so important, but love can dictate all of that. Okay, let's get started. So the first card that came up is the Knight of Cups. This is a person who holds, I'm going to say holds a cup for you, but if you're new to this, you're like, okay, aunt. A cup is it's love, it's emotions, it's feelings. This is somebody who's all up in their feels for you, and they want to make this offer. They want to be your knight in shining armor. This one's Zorro. I like that. That's a pretty good description of the Knight of Cups. Now, it doesn't always mean that they do make this offer, but they want to. And I feel it as they're coming in, but we'll clarify on that later. Next up is the Hermit card. And I feel like you've been pulling back lately. Like maybe you've been really social the past few months, and all of a sudden something changed, and you don't feel it. You're not feeling the vibe anymore, and you've withdrawn. That's exactly right. That's exactly what you should be doing. You know it too. Finding more answers inside of you. Doing a little bit more healing. We always have healing to do. I tell people you got to work on your own house, not anybody else's. You can work on somebody else's house when you've fixed your own house, but no matter how much we do, there's always more to do. You think you got that house all painted and all fixed up and all cleaned up, and you turn around and you realize in the time you were painting that wall, a little spider came along and put a web in the corner. So you're not done yet. Gotta go fix that web. And when you get that web down, you realize that the window was open and some leaves blew in, so you gotta sweep those leaves. We're never finished working on our own house, but we can get a lot closer than we are before we even start, and that's what you've been doing lately. And I feel that because the 7 of Wands came up next to it. A lot of people read the 7 of Wands in a negative way, outside conflicts and things like that. But in the original tarot deck, he's standing on a hill above these wands that are coming at him. And you can't see who's holding the wands. You don't know if there's other people interfering. You don't know if it's energy movement that he's resisting. You don't know if he's rallying the troops. So anyway, I see this as facing any issues from a higher perspective. And especially when you have the Hermit card next to it, for me, that's exactly what you're doing. You're looking at things the way you need to look at them in order to create your masterpiece. Now, this is the 3 of Pentacles. This is collaboration with other people, but in this deck, it's also creating your masterpiece. And even if it's something you do alone, there's always people that have helped. There's been people who've supported you, or encouraged you, or maybe discouraged you, you know? And all those people have helped put you where you are so that you can create this masterpiece. And you're probably understanding that, you know, because you got the higher perspective on things. You're putting the work in to find that higher perspective. Next we have what I'm so excited about, the star card. The star cards. So this masterpiece, you wished for it, you know, wishing upon a star. And right now, it's like a laser beam of focus on you. See these stars above her? The universal powers that be are not turning a blind eye to you. Just because you don't see it yet doesn't mean it's not coming. You know that. Oh man, whoever I'm talking to right now, I totally just like flashed up, like excitement. You know that. You know that. So just keep remembering, yeah, it's coming. Yeah, they're seeing all the hard work you're doing. Yeah, they're seeing your tender heart. Yeah, they're seeing your healing. They see all of it. And you're being fully supported. Divine timing is going to be coming into play with this. Okay, so these two came up together. Ain't that beautiful? We got the King and the Queen of Swords. This is what you've been waiting for. You've been waiting for your counterpart. You've been waiting for someone who's your equal. Now, both these, the King and the Queen, you know, they use their minds in the correct way. Well, high vibrationally. They stand in their power. They use their reasoning and logic in the healthy way that it's supposed to be used, you know, instead of letting it override all the emotions. They communicate what they mean, how they mean it, and they know their worth, they know their value, all that. You know, swords are also air, so maybe you're an air sign. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, could be. It doesn't matter though. And, okay, so this card came out and I've been saving it because this card, when it comes out, it always means only one thing in my reading, which is spying. That's it. And it's so funny because, look, it's James Bond. Someone's spying on you. And I have a feeling it's your King of Swords. Especially, you know, he's Sherlock Holmes in this, trying to figure out what's going on. And if he holds a cup for you, but he hasn't brought it forward yet, he's really been thinking about it. You know, this shift, the Sagittarius full moon, things are changing. The play button has been pressed. You know, people are really, really starting to think about things that they thought they were done thinking about, you know? So I feel very strongly that this divine masculine energy, and, you know, this doesn't have to be a man spying on a woman. This doesn't have to be a literal king coming for a queen. We all have masculine and feminine energies within us. And sometimes the man in the relationship is more attached to those feminine energies, creativity and sensitivity and intuition. And the woman is more logic and reasoning. And so, you know, a good example would be a relationship with a scientist and the male partner is an artist. So the artist would probably have more of the female resonance. But, so here's the thing, we have the cup, we have the spy, but I don't know if they're going to be making an offer or not. So let's pull. Let's see if we can clarify that and pull. Oh snap. Oh snap. Alright, I pulled two cards. There it is again. I remember specifically we had this in the last one. This is someone coming back. This is someone you've known before, and making you an offer of gold. The Ace of Pentacles. That's a solid offer coming in. That's beautiful. And I looked at my clock during this, and it was 11:11. So I feel like that's it. That's a great reading, you guys. Namaste.